with you?
Hey man, trying to get away from this traffic. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Oh
480 is
yeah, man.
always bad, accident or not.
Yeah. It's even worse with an accident. So, but yeah, I was definitely on my way though. How you feeling today? How you living?
I'm doing good. It's a victory Tuesday. The Cavs won last night. So,
Yeah.
any victory by a sports team gives us a victory day the next day.
Yes, ma'am.
So, pretty big win. The Utah Jazz was in town. So, what you want to talk? You want to talk Cavs first or you want to talk Browns first? Let's talk some
Listen,
cat.
let's talk some Cavs.
Yeah,
Let
let's
me
talk some Cavs,
let
man.
me
I'm
talk.
like,
Let me talk some Cavs.
they just played. So, let's
Yeah.
talk some Cavs.
So
So, did you get a chance to watch the game last night?
I watched the game last night, and I was very impressed by the Cavs. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, Utah came in town. I think it was a big game because it was Donovan Mitchell's first game against a former team of his. And listen, I can't say it enough, man. The Cavs impresses me more and more every game, every day. But the thing is this: I said it before and I'll say it again. The Cavs play up to their competition. That's that young mentality they got where they play.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the team, they play harder for it.
Mm-hmm.
So however good that team is, that's how good they're going to be. And that could
Absolutely.
be,
I agree with you.
yeah, that could be a bad thing, but it's a learning thing because they're very young, so they're still learning.
Well, you watched it happen against the Sacramento Kings. So
Uh huh.
those are what should have been two wins because um the Sacramento Kings the second time when they had them at home, they kind of got off to a slow start. So
Yeah.
Sacramento had got the jump on them, but when they were in Sacramento on that road trip, they should have been able to win that game,
Yeah.
and their inability to defend the 3 point line. They kept on, I forget the player's name. I think he was number 41 for Sacramento, just kept on jaying up threes. And it was like there was no perimeter defense for whatever reason. They struggled. And
Yeah.
somebody asked JB, what is it about this team, that is difficult for you guys? And, he's like, we're playing down to our competition's level. So he even admitted it as well. And then the loss against San Antonio, they admitted that they didn't take San Antonio seriously. So, they even are admitting that they're playing down to their level, their competition levels, and that's something that could really hurt them down the line.
Yeah. That's something that championship teams don't have. So if they want to be that championship team, they gotta brush that off. They gotta get rid of that mentality. And I know we're talking about what they can't gotta get rid of in the midst of a win, but at this point at this stage it's early still in the season. Um, so at this point it's like these are major factors. Y'all gonna make big runs in the playoffs or even championship contenders. This is some things you have to fix like right now, not tomorrow, but like right now.
Absolutely, I understand, and like you said, a championship contender, they're going to put their foot on the throat with
Yeah,
everything that they have and annihilate a team. They don't care. They're not taking any prisoners, and that's
correct.
one of the things that happened last year. The inability to put teams away, and you saw what happened against Atlanta. How they weren't able to put Atlanta away. They led by 14 points at home, which we'll get into that. The home crowd feel, but they let that lead slip away. So you saw some of the youth, how a new basketball team is gelling together. You shouldn't be seeing that this season.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's big. Those are big factors in any team, especially a team like the Cavs, who's very young. Like I think we were the third youngest team in the NBA right now.
Mm-hmm.
So being very young in the NBA, these are major things that we have to fix, and it's JB's job to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he got to let them know, like, hey, this is a mentality that y'all have to get rid of as the head coach. You can't keep talking about it. You have to start like, hey, I need that killer instinct. I need that quote unquote that Kobe instinct.
Hello, Eddie. Eddie.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You went out for 1 second. Do you feel like this team acts as if they've arrived at all?
Uh, not that they're right, but I feel they're they're using their youth as an excuse in certain cases. Like I said, because they're so young, it's easier to use youth as an excuse. Um, but at this point in time, you have to change it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I look at that, to be some leadership from players like Kevin Young. He's been there before. He's made four straight, finals for a span. Like, I think he knows exactly what needs to be done to get to that level that the Cavs had previously been at. So I look at it, as a leadership aspect between him and Ricky Rubio as well. They should be talking to these guys. And even, I don't know, I don't necessarily want to say, Donovan Mitchell, but Donovan Mitchell, hasn't played at that level like that. But, Donovan Mitchell is somebody who's made the playoffs. He's played in playoff series before, albeit, lost them all. But, I look at, Donovan Mitchell as somebody who should be a leader on this team and should be able to talk to people on this team as well and be able to best guide them too.
Absolutely. Hey, Rach.
Hey, what's up, front man?
Good. So anyway, yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like, he is definitely Donovan Mitchell is definitely a player that they gotta depend on. Like you said earlier, Kevin Love. These are leaders. These are team. These are people in our team that have been here who have been in the playoffs in being in on championship teams. So with that being said, these are people who have to lead us out of this funk of playing down to our competition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that should be the mentality is that they're gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
And they should take everybody seriously because this team isn't hiding from anybody anymore, and they know that they're going to get everybody's best shot because they're a good team.
We're no longer under the radar. So
yeah,
you're absolutely right.
Yeah, so you're not, you are now the hunted.
Yeah.
So they're not used to that. They're used to being the hunter. Now they're being a hunted because they're just a couple games away right now in the Eastern Conference between being, 1, 2, and 3.
Correct.
And Boston has been on a little skid as of late. So, I think Milwaukee is at the top of the Eastern Conference.
Still at the top. And we got them tonight.
Right. No, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a great game. And again, this is a possible championship game right here.
Yeah, so Milwaukee has 22 wins, but they have 8 losses, and the Cavs have 11 losses.
Correct.
So that therein lies the difference right there. We have a 656 winning percentage, and the Bucks have 733, and they are not tied with the Celtics, but the Celtics are 22-9 with a 710 winning percentage, and then the Cavs come in third, and then the Nets are 2 games behind them. So the Nets come to town on December 26th. Yeah. So. You're about to play some of the top
Eastern Conference teams.
Yes, and it looks like, the 76ers are looking like, they could be getting back to who they used to be as far as a playoff contender as well, too. So they might be turning a corner.
Facts. And that's what I'm saying. So you got these teams who, like I said, these are all playoff contenders, and I don't see the Cavs playing down to them. I need to see what they're going to do against the lower teams in the East, like the Orlando Magics and those type of teams, because those are the teams that we tend to lose to. We tend to play great against the Nets and the Bucks and the 76ers. Those teams we're going to play up for. And like I said at the beginning of the show, like we can't keep playing up to our competition. We need to dominate all competition across the board, and not just come to play when it's a big name team. We can't just keep coming to play when it's that big name. We need to come play when it's the little guys too. And like you said, stump on their necks, show them that hey, we're here. That this is our year. And if you're not going to get that mentality of this is our year, then we're really doing this all for not.
Yeah, because they talk about being at, being a dog and having that junk dog, the junkyard dog chain and having that junkyard dog mentality, you're going out and you're beating every team.
Correct.
You're not giving up leads. You're not, allowing teams to get so close. You're not allowing yourself, especially at home, to get so deep. Correct. Where you went out against Dallas and had a great game in Dallas. So one of your first road wins in the longest of time. Then Dallas come here without Luka Doncic, and they beating you. And it took the whole game for them to, finally catch up. And then they put it to overtime. But you saw the inability kind of to close out the game because this team still makes a lot of mistakes down the stretch. Correct. Which could be something that could potentially end them, when it comes to, getting to the playoffs. They're still very far away from that. But they have to clean up the mistakes that they're making. They have to clean up the turnovers.
I still feel that it's kind of still doing that learning curve of knowing each other, building that trust with one another. Normally that takes most of that time. It takes to like close to the half of the season to really get that trust. We came in kind of early, so I'm not panicking, but I am like, like come on, now time to turn up that heat. Like show these teams that hey, we are not playing with y'all. Because we got, like I said, Donovan Mitchell. He came here and he's been balling, superstar level,
all-star level, MVP
level,
all the chance, MVP every night.
You have DG who been up here actually doing his thing. He been, some people are going to say he's on a little slump, but he's not on a slump. Actually, he just, like you said, he just playing the back role. He actually decided like I'm gonna be the Robin to this Batman, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't need. Like, it'll be great to have two superstars, but it's even better just to have, you know what I'm saying? Like okay, I know my role. I'm gonna play my role. I'm not gonna try to, I'm not gonna try to be Jordan, and I'm a Scottie Pippen. You feel me? Or I'm a Dennis Rodman type of player. I'm not gonna try to be the scorer when I know my job is just to defend. You know what I'm saying? And get rebounds. Tristan Thompson, you know what I'm saying? Like those are when they start to trust each other. And in the road that you're supposed to do, I think we're going to be even that much more.
Yeah, and obviously what you're watching right now, because yesterday we talked about is, not Donovan Mitchell, but Darius Garland possibly regressing. And one of the things is he admitted last night, that I guess there was a comment like, I guess that's what's wrong with me. But, not necessarily anything is wrong with his play in particular. It's just the adjustment period of playing with, Donovan Mitchell. And it might take longer than we expected. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't expect for, it to be seamless the first 5 games or anything like that. There's still, a lot to learn. And right now, but Darius Garland is playing with a bona fide superstar, something that he's never played with before. So, it affects his game as well. Like, if LeBron was here, when LeBron played with everybody's roles changed. It affected, what they did. And, Darius Garland was a ball dominant point guard. But now, you got a shooting guard that can bring the ball up the court as well and handle the ball just as well as you. So now, you're sharing that, you're learning him. You're learning, all the tendencies on the court, everything that, things you've never seen before. What, Rockville? Go ahead.
Think your mind, Rock. You here, baby? We put you on blast, bro. Think your mind, Let's hear what you have to say.
Rockville, I say too much all at once.
You do sometimes.
I was telling the time out.
Yeah, look, take a breath.
Take a breath. You asking too many questions at one time.
There you go. So, to answer one of the thousands of questions that Rachel asked.
Shut up,
y'all. Like I said yesterday, and I'll say today, I don't feel that he's regressing. I don't feel like DG is regressing. Like I said, I feel that he's understanding his role. I don't have to be the ball dominant player all the time.
That he was last year.
Correct. I don't have to take over the game all the time anymore. I got a bona fide superstar on my roster, on my team, who's playing right next to me, who can give me 40, 50 points anytime. So I don't have to put up 40, 50 shots anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's not regressing. It's like let me play my role now. And that's something that we needed. Like we've been crying about it, and we finally get it. And then we're saying that he regressing because he's doing what we asked him.
That might have been me who was saying that.
The Cavs play good roles now,
and I probably didn't frame it the right way. I probably misspoke a little bit.
They share the ball,
correct. But no, it's not just you. You're not the first person who said regressing. It's been people saying this all season because. That first game he came out balling. First time he came back, he was balling. But again, they were still learning each other. Like, so he didn't trust him. And just like Mitchell didn't trust DG, because I don't know you to trust him.
And also Darius didn't play for a few games.
Correct.
So that allowed Donovan Mitchell to kind of take over and just do what he do.
But he really don't take over.
Well, I'm talking about
the ball. That's what makes him so good. He's a dominant player, but he's not. He always wants somebody else to do that green. Like Gardner, he let Gardner do what he want to do.
Yeah.
Mosley do what they want to do. He share the ball. They all share the ball amongst each other. Then when it's time for him to take over, that's what sometimes he do.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm talking about the time when Darius Garland was out.
But he had
he was a focal point.
But doing it.
So yes.
It's like with Mitchell out, who you going to? Garland got the ball majority of the time, and he doing majority of the shoot.
Yeah, so that took away a little bit of their time together to work that seamless transition. Well, it's not going to be seamless. It's going to take a while. But, him being out those first few games kind of delayed, that growth together and things like that.
Did you see the game last night, Ray?
Yeah, I saw
How many 3 points did Mosley take?
Oh, 0.
Exactly. You see how they play when you don't take no threes? You see how they play when you don't take threes? Get your butt back in that paint and do your thing like you did yesterday. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing being 7-1 shot 2 3-pointers, man? So if you don't get in that paint and start biting
in there,
he didn't take no threes.
No, not yesterday. He's been taking lately. He's been trying to take threes. So that's what we're talking about.
Most of the time, he do be wide open. But
I don't trust him shooting threes.
He peels out.
Correct.
Towards the three.
Stop it. So
you gotta realize he's a 4-man.
Yeah.
Listen,
average 4-man don't. No.
So yesterday we were talking
10-footer jumpers.
That's
5-footers.
5-footers.
And he working on
I'll give you 15 at the max.
Give you 15 is the max.
That's the max. I don't need you taking those 3-pointers, bro. Like you're 7'1".
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He don't supposed to do nothing but help rebound.
Yeah.
Shoot them little shots.
Yeah. Little hook shots. Little baby floaters. Get in there and bang.
Bang.
That's why I was telling you earlier. We need a number 3 man.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about that when we come back because I wanted to address that with the front man when he got here. So we'll be right back. You're listening to Her in the Huddle on WOVU at 95.9 FM. We'll be right back.
The time of year when the 480 got it was an accident 480. It was a wrap. I'm like, oh, we literally not even moving. We just sitting there.
What part of 480 was you on?
West.
Huh?
480 West, right before Miles.
Oh, okay.
The accident was all the way up. The accident was all the way up close to Lee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's always like that every day. It's every day is like that backed up.
I'm like, man, I told my mom, don't call me, come over here this time ever again. I would never come over here.
Oh, you was at your mother's house?
Yeah, trying to help. My mom was under the weather, man. So she called me like, she wanted some chicken. Being a good son that I am, I bought some chicken from Scorchers. All right, I got plenty of time to get back. I was literally on the freeway for 45 minutes.
Who you think would be a good number 3 man?
Save it for the show.
That's what he thinks.
Save it.
I'm gonna ask him again though.
Yeah, I'm going to LA.
Oh no, okay, we gonna
I'm going to LA.
Crazy now. I don't like that.
I'm going to LA.
You pick out all the things. You pick LA.
I'm going to LA.
And then shit, they get their ass blown up.
I need one. You said a player.
Okay, we're gonna see what player. We're gonna see what player. Well, don't tell
LA.
Don't tell me. I said number 3 man.
He is
Not a number 1, not a number 2.
Get number 3.
A person that play a number 3. That's the point. A person that play number 3. Not a you know what I'm saying? Not a number 3 player that want to play 1 all the time.
I need one number 3 player.
No. And he gonna mess the whole time. He gonna mess the whole thing up too.
What's that boy from not Sacramento, from Timberwolves?
Welcome back to Her in the Huddle with Rachel Hill, the first lady.
All right, welcome back to Her and Huddle, WOVU 95.9 FM. This is your girl, Rachel Hill, the First Lady of Sports. Remember, you can keep it locked here on your regular radio dial at 95.9 FM. You can download the OVU app so you can listen to us on the go. Also, keep in mind that you can listen online at WOVU.org. And then also you can call the station at 216-271-0959. And I'm here in studio with Eddie, the front man, Scott. And I'm also here with Rockville. I forgot your real name. Sorry.
Rock is good enough.
The Rock is good enough. Thank you for that. So Rockville posed a question about who should we, or he said, made a statement, which I wholly agree with, is that we need a number 3.
A number 3 man.
Yes.
So who do y'all think that will fit good for a number 3 man?
Right now, other than LeBron James.
LeBron James ain't a number 3.
Listen, his mama said he's a small forward. I'm gonna call him a small forward.
He ain't no small forward. He want to be a point guard.
For real though. Honestly, I like Brandon Ingram
For the Cavs.
He can shoot. He can play defense.
Is he big enough?
Is he big enough?
That's what I'm talking about. We talking about number 3.
He is a number 3.
It's all depends. Okay, Stevenson is a number 3. Is he bigger than Stevenson? No, we need a big guard, somebody that can check Tatum, somebody that can.
But he did a dang good job against Kevin Durant.
But
often though, and that's one of the best in the NBA.
But you got to realize that the number 3, most number 3s, they dribble the ball.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have somebody that can move.
All right, let me ask you this then. Would you go down to Miami and grab somebody from Miami? You already know what I'm talking about.
No. You know what I'll get? You talking about
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler?
Oh.
No.
What?
No, because him and Donovan Mitchell, they both just alike. DeRozan, just alike.
DeRozan can't play defense either. He'll score.
He'll score.
But Jimmy is a scorer, one of the top defenders.
You gotta understand, Jimmy love having the ball. That's the point.
You doing commercials out there?
I don't know how that happened.
Cut it off. The red button.
Right there, the red button. It's still on. Anyways, look. All right, so we gonna I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but it's a beautiful commercial. Listen to that.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So look, I'm going to get Jimmy Butler and or back to LA, not LeBron, but Paul George.
I like Jimmy Butler.
We're
going to the finals, and we winning.
Jimmy Butler, we'll be going to the finals.
And we
winning. Paul George, we'll be going to the finals.
And we winning.
I'm gonna tell you somebody. I was telling her who we should pick up. Carmelo Anthony.
Ooh, that'd be nice. But just for the role, if he'll play his role, I'll pick.
But he ain't got no choice but to play his role.
Would you start him, or would you have him come off the bench?
Start him.
I'll start him because
we have right now.
Big. Yeah. See, he's a big. He can dribble the ball.
He can shoot it.
Well, he averaged on, but he still can shoot. You still got to worry about him too, and he play good D. D is good enough because he a big guy. He big enough. He just as big as Kevin Durant, just as big LeBron, just as big. Who else out there? Paul George.
But the thing is, when a Carmelo Anthony come to Cleveland, there's a question. If you come to Cleveland,
he ain't doing nothing else right now.
Listen to what I'm about to say. A Carmelo Anthony coming to Cleveland is high expectations. Will we say not?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Yeah, but the only thing we need him to do is hold the best 3 guard.
Correct. That's what we need to do.
That's it.
But you gotta understand the high expectation because you came to do the same draft class as LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing for LeBron James' team. You better bring a championship to LeBron James' team.
No, because they thinking about that with Mitchell. So what's the difference?
Because you're Carmelo Anthony.
I take Donovan Mitchell way before I take
now.
We talking about now.
But
Donovan Mitchell is it.
People don't look at it now. People still live in the past.
You take Butler before you take Carmelo Anthony.
Absolutely.
You take DeRozan before you take Carmelo Anthony.
Absolutely.
Okay, then we talking about now.
Absolutely, but
so he can't play that role now because he's not the same guy no more.
I think
we need an average big man like he is that can dribble the ball and can hold that in.
That can
play a big guard.
That'd be a good pickup. But if I had a choice right now, I would go. My top three would be. If I couldn't get LeBron James back here,
you can't get LeBron James.
I would go get Jimmy Butler. I would make a trade for Jimmy Butler.
What would you be willing to give up for Jimmy Butler though?
See, that's the thing. They're gonna want the world for him.
But the problem is, you got to give up nothing for Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, he's sitting down right now.
He's sitting down right now, and look at the years that he in. The few years we only need him for.
I didn't need for 2 years. I didn't need for 2 years.
And he ain't got to play. He could be a starter, but he can sit out because you still got Stevenson. You still got all of them still playing. They all playing role players anyway.
That'd be a good pickup. I can't front. That'd be a good pickup to get Carmelo here right now. But would the Cavs make that type of move though for him?
They ain't gotta make no more. It's all about the money.
No, I'm saying, you think the Cavs would be like, okay, let me make this phone call to Carmelo.
Right.
I don't think they would though.
I do.
Because they try to look at it like he's old.
I think they think that he's too old to do it.
But you ain't looking for the long run for him. You're looking for now.
He's 30
could he
years
make
old.
he 30 years? Yeah. Could he make the team better? I think he could make the team better over there. If you keep everybody what they got now and you just add Carmelo Anthony, the team will be a whole lot better.
Well, see,
if he come off the bench,
come off the bench.
If he come off the bench and play his role,
I'd rather him come off the bench.
I take him before I take Lavelle.
Right now?
Yeah, I take Carmelo Anthony for him.
I think the Cavs are going to make a big move. You see what I'm saying?
Think about that. And they went and got him.
Yeah, that's true.
Now you think about that.
That's real. See, okay, so this is my thing. I like the pickup of getting Carmelo if we were to. We definitely need a small forward. If the Cavs were to actually reach out to Carmelo and he would come here, I think that would be a great move for the Cavs because we need that three who will, like you said, who will be dangerous. Who people do have to think about, who can give you a good 20 points, easy, to 15, 20 points coming off the bench.
If you don't play, if you leave him alone and don't play him like you're supposed to play, he will burn you.
He will burn you.
Mm-hmm. But we don't need him to burn us like that. We just need him to play that D, that average D.
See, this is my thing.
Big guards.
When people like Carmelo comes to play to team to bona fide teams like the Cavs who are contenders, they tend to want to be that dude again. Right, you know what I'm saying? That's the issue I'm having with going to get our Carmelo.
If he play good D and average, give me an average of 10 points a game, I'll take that. If he play a good D, because I know what kind of caliber player that he is, and I know that he will give me more than 10. But you know what I'm saying? We're talking
about a former superstar. He's no longer a superstar. We're talking about a former superstar who every player have pride, man.
Did you hear what you said first? Former. That's it.
But do he know he a former superstar? When he went to LA, he thought he was still a superstar.
No, he set the bench, didn't he?
Yeah, because they forced him like you gonna be on the bench or you ain't gonna be on their team.
Right.
So then
okay, what do you do with Houston? He set the bench.
Same thing.
He set the bench, didn't he? They started him for a while.
Correct.
He set the bench.
But you see what it started off? I started him for a while. And then I'm like, okay, he's not fit. He's not gelling with our team because he's trying to be that superstar that he's no longer is. You know what I'm saying? In LA, he did it. That's why he got on the bench. In Houston, he did it. That's why he got on the bench. He was trying to be something that he's no longer is.
Maybe he'll buy in.
And then once LA set him on the bench, he came in and played his role, and he played a lot way better.
Yeah.
You could tell me he wasn't started when he got in there. Just the way he was playing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he need to buy in like soon as he get here. We can't have you hinder us and then buy in.
Right.
I need you to buy in off the jump. You feel me? Because that's what we need from you.
But I think they'll understand him. He'll understand when
but with JB Big Stuff, tell him off top like this is your role.
I think the
Absolutely.
players. I think the players gonna tell him. I think Garden. I think Donovan Mitchell. I think all of them gonna tell
They
him.
look up to him too much.
No, I think
I don't
JB
think so.
would do
No,
it.
no,
Mitchell maybe, but the rest of them, the rest of these young players, they look up to Carmelo and LeBron and all them type of
What are you
people.
talking about? They looking what guard say he looked up to Donovan Mitchell. What are you talking
That's
about?
my point. I look up to Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell was the man. He still is the man. And look how they play with each other.
Yeah, great.
But
that's what I'm saying though. But if I look up, but listen, but because I looked up to you, you just made the point though. Because I'm looking up to him, I decided to take that back step to let him lead. So because I'm looking up to Carmelo, will I take that back step to try to let him lead, and he's not a leader anymore?
But see, the problem is, you're right. The coach got to intervene, but guarding, he's still the point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan Mitchell really stepped back instead of Garden did. Donovan Mitchell stepped back, as you noticed, from Utah. You know who had the ball.
Yeah,
Mitchell don't have the ball like that no more.
Correct. Now let me ask
Garden had the ball majority of the time.
But let me ask you this, because personally, I think Carmelo will be better than Okoro.
Yeah.
So Okoro is our starter.
No. See, I like how the coach played. He played Stevenson sometimes. Started because he think about the last 5-6 games. Stevenson
started, but
you see what I'm saying? And then once he let him start for so long, he take him out and put a core in there and let him start. You see, they say
Stevenson. Who is Stevenson?
Stevenson. Yeah. Once he come out, that's it.
But this is my thing.
Him and Karis LeVert.
LeVert is sitting the bench.
Yeah, but he be in there. He was in there a lot yesterday.
Yeah. But
that's what I'm saying, he come
off the bench. LeVert come off the bench. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
But see, this is my thing.
What's his name?
You got Okoro, you got Osman, you got LeVert, all on this playing the same role. You got Stevenson, who
Lamar Stevens.
I'm sorry, Lamar Stevens. You got him coming in, and like you said, they switch off to starters. Him and Okoro. Every 5-6 games they switch them off.
Yeah, at least 3 games.
3 to 5 games they switching them off.
They switching them off.
But this is my thing. But when you get, because Carmelo better than both of them right now, he better than both of them. So would you be like, oh well?
Listen, Carmelo might be better than both of them in scoring wise,
defensive wise.
No, because listen, they is some hustling.
I give him the hustle, but defensively,
ground defense.
Look at Carmelo last year coming off the bench. The defense he put on.
Oh yeah,
he was balling last year.
But see, the problem is, like you said, Carmelo Anthony had no choice to do that because he knew he had to play a role.
Correct.
When you know you had to play a role,
but that's what I'm saying.
You do what you need to be done. But when you get over here with us, do he think he gonna think the same way, or he gonna think like, oh, this is my team now?
No, you know why he gonna think the same way?
No.
I'm gonna tell you why he gonna think the same way. Who was his biggest rival in the NBA when Carmelo played? LeBron James. Mm-hmm. LeBron James is still playing at a high level. So Carmelo like, hey, I can play at a high level. So if I get to Cleveland, a young team who I know I'm better than all their starting small forwards. I'm better than all their small forwards, period, right now.
Mm-hmm.
And JB gonna probably put them in the lineup because you're gonna play your best. That's your job. Even though you may have a goal, a plan, you're as a coach, you 9 times out of 10, like, I'm gonna put my best out there. Right? And Carmelo will be your best to put out there. Now, mind you gotta get rid of one of these guys if you bring Carmelo in, because your roster is already full. So you gotta get rid of one of them. Who are you gonna get rid of?
JaVale.
Raul Neto.
That's who you get rid of.
One of the young players.
And Lopez.
No, you don't get rid of Lopez.
Why not?
No, not Lopez.
You need him to take fouls for Jared Allen.
Guess what? You know another person I say we should have picked up too?
Who?
Christian Thompson. I take Christian Thompson before I take Lopez. I send Lopez and all of them. I get Carmelo Anthony.
Where's he at now?
And those two come off the bench. Nowhere, I don't think. And both of them will come off the bench.
I'm not going to get Tristan Thompson.
Why not?
For
coming
what?
off the bench.
Not even coming off the bench.
Why
right?
not?
Because when he left the Cavs, he digressed a whole lot. He was not. Once he left LeBron, he was not that guy.
Listen, when he left the guy because the roles they played, he went to Boston. Boston already had a team already.
Yeah.
So he had to play the role.
And he was horrible at that role.
Because they never gave him time like that. But you got to realize when they center went out, when he had the time, he played. You see, Chris Thompson got to play. Everywhere he went, he never was a starter.
You gonna put him at center?
No, he a fill-in.
Okay, I'm saying, but we're gonna put him at center.
Okay, if Allen go sit down, I'll put Chris Thompson in there with Mosley. Chris Thompson's a rebound guy.
Yeah, he is.
And he play defense. You don't need him to play long. You just need him enough to fill in for Allen. Just like when Mosley come out, what's his name? Love come in.
See, I like Love.
But Love is weak on defense now because he's slow.
That's true, but
he'll light you up.
All right. Go ahead and take the break.
All right, we'll be right back. You're listening to Her and Huddle on WOVU 95.9 FM. We'll be right back.
These is guys that did nobody pick up no more.
Correct.
That you can pay them really little or nothing to get.
You pay them league minimum to get them in here.
Get them in. That ain't number $1.5 million.
Correct. I would take Carmelo. I would definitely get Carmelo.
Why not take Chris Thompson? Because Lopez ain't even playing.
And you think Trent is gonna play with this team?
He can coming off the bench.
No, he's not gonna.
Yes, he can.
I'm not gonna put him in. I'm gonna let that down.
Okay, let me ask you this: when Allen go out, who they put in?
I mean, you got who?
When Allen go out, who we got? Nobody
really.
Because they don't even put in Lopez. And that's a damn shame when Allen go out.
That's because Lopez ain't moving like they need him.
That's why he need to go.
He ain't.
And Chris Thompson always been a rebound guy. Not a scorer, but a rebound defensive guy. If you put Chris Thompson, and Chris Thompson can play half of when he used to play with Mosley, and he can get a good 3 minutes. You get a good 3 minutes, 4 minutes with Chris Thompson in there with Mosley, when Allen sit down. Then I bring Allen back in and sit Chris Thompson down. Because when the playoffs come, Allen gonna get tired and we ain't gonna have nobody in there to rebound because Mosley is too little and they box him out too much and don't nobody else get no rebound. If Stevenson and them don't get no rebound or Donovan Mitchell don't get no rebound, we a done deal. You see what Indiana did to us when Allen went out? They were boxing.
That's because that was bad coaching though. But if you were smart, you put Brook Lopez in when you take Allen out. Because Brook Lopez can rebound and he's a big body.
Yeah, but he's so goddamn slow, man. He passed out. They down there. Listen, they down there like this. Hey,
that's a problem. It is a problem.
It was times that he got a rebound, passed the ball down there. They down here dribbling, did 2 passes and shot. He just made it to the ball and turned right back around and run back for defense. Now, come on, man.
That's real though.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to Her the Huddle on WOVU 95.9 FM. This is your girl Rachel Hill, the First Lady of Sports, and I'm here with Eddie, the front man, Scott, and also here with Rockfield. Rockfield, what's up? You doing all right, man?
Yeah, I'm so good.
You and Eddie ain't nothing but trouble, man.
It's all bad.
It's all bad.
That was real though, man. That was real. Hey man, bro, we were talking about your boy. We were talking about your boy Lopez, man. And we just called about a couple plays, man. We realized like he is really slow. I might have to digress my statement, retract my statement.
Yeah, we not using him at all.
You might be right about that one, man. You might.
When Allen go out, they don't put Lopez in there.
Yeah,
he's too slow. If he do, he get a rebound. He get a rebound. By the time he passed the ball, they down there passed the ball 3 times, and he ain't got down the court yet. By the time he get down the court, he turn it back around and go play defense again.
That's true though, man.
Come on. He ain't Brooke.
He's a big body, but he's slow.
Yeah, he ain't his brother, that's for sure.
Facts.
So he's slow.
Facts. I mean, so in your mind, Go get Carmelo. Go get Tristan. Give up Lopez.
You might have to give up nobody because.
But you gotta give up 2 people because you're gonna have to give up 2 people to add 2 people because you got your roster is full. You have to go in the offense.
For sure, I give up Lopez because we're not using him, and then because he's not helping, he ain't gonna be able to help Allen. Mm-hmm. See, when it get close to playoff time, them boys they gonna play harder, and we need somebody in there. Don't burn out Allen.
So let me ask you now: so do you make these moves now, or you wait after the All-Star break?
Trade deadline.
No, these ain't trades. These pickups.
These pickups. I'll be searching now because. After all, it's coming up. All this stuff coming up fast. Yeah. So I'll be looking into them right now.
So they can jail before the playoffs.
They can jail before the playoffs come. You know what I'm saying? I'll get rid of Lopez because he's no help, and I'll find somebody else over there. If I have to trade, trade somebody and try to pick somebody else up.
Like, we don't really got nothing to trade though.
Are you looking at the roster?
Levert.
I was pulling it up right now.
Levert? I'm not trading Levert. What?
Why not?
For who though? Who can you get for Levert? Like what dominant person you gonna get? I don't need no superstar because you ain't gonna get no superstar for Levert.
You don't need no.
Who can you get for Levert?
You never know who.
You have to put Levert and a core together to get somebody.
Yeah,
to get one person.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. No. You ain't gonna get way more.
You gonna have to give.
You have to give your whole bench up for Jimmy Butler.
Dylan Windler, Rafael Nato.
All them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to give up.
Windler, he needs Windler. Do we even play?
No, he hurt again.
Exactly. He always hurt.
George had a comment too back to he said Darius Garland is not regressing. He's adapting and evolving as a player. Having someone else to help him is a plus. Also tomorrow, share the ball and put it in the block and make the Greek freak work. So
don't do that. Don't.
What you mean? Make the Greek freak work?
Let's hear it.
Said put the ball in the low block.
The worst thing you're gonna do.
That's what I say. That Greek freak. You got Carmelo Anthony. He will hold him up a little bit.
That's it. Because the worst thing you can do is to let the Greek freak work.
Yeah. Right. Because you got to put more than one man on him.
Yeah.
For real.
Once he get hot, it's over.
You got to do that. You got to put Stevenson on him for a while. Let him tie him out.
But this when you put Lopez in.
Okoro.
Listen.
Yeah, get some fouls.
I need
what? That one hand look like this. He all over Lopez. Boom.
I understand, but that big body foul, you gonna feel those a couple times.
You get 6 fouls. Get in there and get some.
Slow. I need you to get. Listen, you ain't got to run down the court to play offense. Just stay. It'll be 4 or 5 on the offense. I just need you down here in the block.
We'll go 4 on 5.
That Lopez was playing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is how he moved. I wish we had a camera. He in the center, right? The ball is on the left-hand side. Uh-huh. They swung the ball so fast from the left to the right. The dude was going for a layup, and he just turned around. That dude laid the ball up, and he played in the middle. Now, come on, man.
But that's what I'm saying.
Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. I don't need you for nothing else. Nothing else. I don't need you to try to run that way.
Only thing I need you to do is cheer on the bench like you've been doing.
Oh man, I need your big body right now. I need that body.
And do what?
Foul. I just need you to foul.
He can't get down the court to foul anybody.
You're not going on the offensive side. You stay out here.
So they might play what?
We play 4 on 5 on the offensive side.
And play
5 on 5.
Stay down and don't move. Just
don't move.
Just get ready for him to come back down.
I just need you to cherry pick down here.
Just be ready for him when he coming back down.
I just need you to give him one big body chop.
If anybody for the Cavs listen, go and get Carmelo Anthony. He's sitting home right now, ain't doing nothing. And you need to go get Krista Thompson. He's sitting at home, ain't doing nothing.
First of all, look, you know,
and you get Krista Thompson for anything because child support is killing him right now.
That's
child support is killing him right now.
That's why you don't mess with the Kardashians.
Yeah, and the baby, and
she got more money than him. She all right.
And he got a baby by the trainer or somebody. Yeah. Somebody.
Yeah, he got 3 kids.
He got 3 kids.
Listen.
He left Cleveland when they had more babies and more.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he did have more babies. More problems.
More problems.
So you can pick him up little or nothing. Go and give him that $1.5 million and send him on his way. Come on here. He'll love to come back.
Listen, I put like this, okay?
And we'll love to have him back.
Okay, so we get rid of Robin Lopez. We get rid of
Facts.
We get rid of Okor.
No.
No, he's not Okor. I mean Levert.
Facts.
And we get Carmelo Anthony and Tristan Thompson.
And that's all you need.
And
they role players.
So we still need a starter though for the three.
You can start anybody. You can start Carmelo Anthony and then and play him for 3 or 4 minutes and put in a core and play him, or you can put Stevens in and play him. You still gotta have a bench. Either way it goes, you still gotta have a bench.
The whole point was needing the three is to get so we get scoring points off the three.
Oh no, play big guards, Greek feet.
So we're going Greek. We need it for that too.
Right.
We need it for that too. That defensive thing. But at the same time, the whole point of us, our whole problem was our threes don't give us no. Our threes on defense that's not bad though.
Right.
But our threes on offense is what the problem is.
Yeah, because we need them to contribute and make
if
some points.
You would tell me, don't you think Carmelo will score more than them?
Absolutely.
All right then.
Yeah,
will the defense still be the same?
So I'm asking you, are you starting the Carmelo?
Yes, but you don't have to. You don't have to burn him out.
I 38.
But you don't have to burn him out. You can start him and let him play and do his thing. Sit him out because you still got 2 guys that play good D. Then you can bring him back in because you still won't come out after you play majority of the minutes in the fourth quarter.
No, well, I'm about to go home and play 2K.
And watch how you play.
I'm gonna go pick up Carmelo Anthony, and I'm gonna see how this works. And if you come out balling, I'm gonna come on here on Monday or Tuesday and tell Rock like, yeah, well, bro, it looked good on the game. So if it's in the game, it's in the game.
Facts.
So George said that the players, Carmelo and Tristan, can be signed for the veterans minimum.
That's what we just said. Pick him up. You ain't gotta lose nobody.
You ain't lose no money, and you ain't gotta lose nobody.
You ain't gotta lose nobody.
I said you only have to lose 2 players because your roster is already full.
Right. Lopez, you ain't gotta lose Lopez. Look how many people that sitting on the Cavs bench that ain't playing.
Listen,
you can get rid of 2 or 3. I'll get rid of 3 of them right now, just in case if something come up, boom, we can get them.
I don't think we can get rid of Windler because he hurt, right? So we can't get rid of him right now because he's hurt. So if it was me, what that African dude, the
Diakite.
Bye. Goodbye.
Mamadi Diakite.
Lopez.
Goodbye.
Bye.
No, I'm gonna keep Lopez. I'm gonna probably get rid of probably Levert.
No, you could trade Levert with some people and get somebody from him. See, listen, you could trade Levert and a couple more people.
For what?
You can get Crowder.
Dylan Windler got a good agent because he making $4 million and Lamar Stevens is a year younger and only making 1.7. And Dylan Windler ain't played Lord knows how long.
That's what I'm talking about. You all them. You could get a Jay Crowder. Why not?
I think a Crowder.
Okay then. Trade them, Levert, and trade them and get a Jay Crowder. How many guys play like Levert that we got on the team right now? Say that.
Bad.
No, they play that position. They play that position.
I think got 5.
Okay, then. You got 2 already that play in that position with him.
You got 1, 2, 3.
Okor and Stevens.
You got Windler, you got Stevens, you got Okor.
Okor and Stevenson playing that role.
You got Osman.
Right, and Osman.
So yeah, you got 4.
Okay then. Who we been playing?
You've been playing Okor and then Stevenson.
And
then you play Osman very rarely.
But very rarely.
Get in from time to time.
And we play Levert very rarely now. But when we first got him, we started.
We started.
But now we don't start him.
Correct. He barely play.
He barely play. He come off the bench.
Yeah, so
okay then. What you losing?
I mean, like I said, I'll make the trade. I will make the trade because I'm not. He ain't done nothing for me. He ain't done nothing for me.
He all right. He more like a J.R. Smith. A hit and miss.
J.R. Smith, man, that's my dog.
I like J.R. Smith, but J.R. Smith is a hit and miss now. J.R. Smith is a hit and miss.
He was crazy taking off his shirt the other day. It was cold.
Oh, it was cold out there.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith was a hit and miss. I love J.R. Smith, but he was a hit and miss.
It was cold there outside though. I was off topic. It was cold. It was cold.
Yeah.
You know what the difference is? When Donovan Mitchell came, he kind of changed the role.
Okay.
Levert can't play that role now. Because you remember when before Donovan Mitchell was in there, it was Garden and LeVert handling the ball.
Correct.
Now he ain't handling the ball no more.
So now
Donovan Mitchell,
that's the problem.
The
You can't play off the ball.
Yeah, like
that's a problem.
There you go.
If anything, you should feel like freed up now to be able to create and stuff off the dribble or whatever.
Off the ball, but you can't. Like that's what I'm saying. Like most of our team can't do that.
You got to realize he ain't been the same guy since Donovan Mitchell came. He haven't been the same guy. He haven't.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Like I said, I would definitely make a trade. I'm definitely looking. I'm definitely seeking. And like I said, that Carmelo Anthony
and Christian Thompson, you paying nothing.
Yeah, that's not a bad thought.
You paying nothing. They both sitting down. You ain't giving them no money.
But the question is, will they pass the physical? Tristan may. I don't know about Carmelo.
Carmelo Anthony would too. They just got rid of him. Carmelo Anthony. I thought the Lakers gonna keep him because he was playing good. He was playing good coming off the bench. The next season they got rid of him. It wasn't nothing wrong with him. Wasn't nothing wrong with him. It wasn't nothing wrong with Christian Thompson when he was playing with Boston. Wasn't nothing wrong with him. They just didn't give him no time.
It's trash when you got to Boston though, man.
Because they never gave him no time.
But he ain't get no time in the game. But I got to see you every day at practice too. So if you ain't doing nothing at practice,
man, they wanted them young boys in there like they got it.
And them young boys is showing you something.
Right. They want Williams. When Williams came, they want him to play.
Yeah.
Right. But when Williams got out, Christian Thompson did hold up for a while. He did hold it for a minute.
I need you more than 4 minutes. Williams ain't on. I need you more than this. I need you more than 4 minutes, bro. I need you. We got 15. We got 12 minutes a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I need you for a good 5. 3. I can't do you. He was not giving you 5 because he was burned out. And all you're doing is rebounding. I need you to do what you did for the Cavs when the Cavs won that championship. I need you to do what you did, and you couldn't do it. Can he do it now? If we go pick him up, I don't have faith in him.
I do.
I would go get him because it's the bare minimum, and you got that big body, and you can't move.
He can't rebound.
He was very athletic,
and he can't check a big guy.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? He was very athletic, and you can check a small forward.
Yeah, he can check a big guy.
So
a big guard.
So that's what I'm saying. So I appreciate you now. But my question is, can you do it in 2022, 2023 season? Would you still be that Tristan Thompson who can do that?
I just need him to do half.
I need to see you.
I don't think he can.
I don't think he can.
But the point is, you don't have nothing to lose. That's my point. Do the Cavs got anything to lose by picking up these guys? No. Because the guys that he got on the bench, these guys that we picking up, we know for a fact at their age, they still better than the guys that we got on the bench right now. Think about that.
I'm gonna give you Carmelo, yeah. I don't know about Tristan.
You know what I'm saying? Christian ain't better than Lopez?
Oh yeah, that's different.
Okay,
yeah.
Christian ain't better than the African guy? Yeah.
We don't African don't play, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't give him no smoke.
Yeah.
They don't give him no smoke.
Okay, now you go through the bench, you tell me what Christian Thompson is better of.
So we're gonna put Tristan, we're gonna say we're gonna play. We have them playing the 4, or we're gonna have them playing the 5. Which one we're gonna have them playing both?
He can play the 4 or the 5.
Okay, so we're giving him better than we're gonna say better than the kitey, whatever.
Diakite. Mama D.
Right.
Diakite.
Yeah, right. I'm a butcher his name. There you go. We're gonna say better than him. He's not better than Mobley.
No, we just talk. We say that. I said the bench.
The bench.
Bench on.
Okay, so is he better than Lopez? We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know if he can move.
You.
We don't know if he can move.
You know he can move.
George had a comment. He said, I know this sounds way out there, but are there any players in the G League Charged team that we could buy their contract to plug in the 3? Mobley's brother is on the team, might be a rookie, but you could possibly inject him as a possible 3 if he plays like him.
No,
Mobley's brother is trash.
It's trash, man. I was surprised how bad
that's
like he is horrible.
Brother.
He got drafted off name recognition.
Man, I would put it like this. You know how the Greek Freak brothers are actually good?
Yeah.
It skipped a generation because that dude was trash, man. I did not believe that was his brother. And he's older. That's an older brother. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is bad, man.
Yeah.
When you the big brother, you that bad. You know, normally we looking up to the big brother like,
I
man.
was like, how he got in the league?
Well, name
Dave
recognition.
Listen, Dave.
I said he had to play at least some type of decent ball.
Where at? Listen.
What I said,
Mobley was like, listen, if you want me, you gotta bring my brother in.
had to be.
And he was like, I was like, all right, we'll chest him out. And it just didn't work out well. That guy is bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's bad.
Okay, name, come on, we have 2 minutes. Name who else?
That's it, man. That's all our starters right there.
I'm saying the bench.
That's all our bench. We got our bench is Love, which he's not better than Love.
Nope.
You got
He better than the African guy. He better than Lopez.
and what about Wade?
Nope.
He ain't better than Wade.
He ain't better than Wade.
Then you got
Wade right now but a 2 guard, so he ain't playing 3.
but he got him at the power 4 though.
Wait, you know Wade.
But he should be playing. He should be playing the 3 actually.
Yeah, but he a 2 guard.
But he
be having the ball.
Correct. But he moved with the ball.
Right.
Now if it was me, he's a scoring liability. But because I like his defense though.
As a 2 guard, yeah.
Yeah, as a 2
If
guard.
Donovan Mitchell go out, I
can
put
put him
Wade
in.
in there. Yeah, I
And
like
we just
that.
run big. We just run a big front.
Because he still can move for his
Right. And I think he can move really well.
Right.
So I'm gonna put him in. Tristan Thompson not better than him.
No, who else?
That's it. Everybody else.
But we talking about right. We talking about somebody playing as a big man.
I would say everybody else better. He's better than everybody else.
Right. And
I
you
get it.
already know if Christian Thompson better than them, you already know Carmelo.
I'll give you that. I'll give you Carmelo better than all our bench.
Right.
And even our starters.
Right.
I'll give you that one. But is he healthy enough to give us 58 games?
Yeah. You ain't got to, because we got enough. Think about the team now. Only thing you're doing is adding on. That's it. The team is playing great right now. You adding on. That's it. You ain't got to burn them guys out because the guys that's playing now is playing their role. So they just got to come in and play their role.
We'll see.
You ain't got to burn. You ain't burn. Look how Love can get in there and do. Love playing great, but we ain't burning Love out.
$28 million a year.
But he ain't starting no more, and he happy with that.
Yeah,
He happy playing with the young
He
boy.
ain't gonna start me either.
Right. But when he get in there, he produce.
He balls.
He
I
balls.
hear that.
All right, well, fellas, that's our time. I want to wish everybody the happiest of holidays, Merry
Hey, y'all,
Christmas,
Monday gonna be dope. I'm coming for sure.
and all
Rachel
that other
birthday.
stuff.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
We
You've been
will be
listening to
here.
Her in the Huddle, WOVU 95.9 FM. We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
I gotta go do another show.
We might not have a show on
That's
Monday. So
That's fine. We'll celebrate
Rachel,
Tuesday.
play something. You're a minute early.
it's
on.
6:59.
Cut it on.
The time of year when we connect with our family and friends.
Bye, Eddie. Thank you.
Right here.
Oh.